everyone, thank you for stopping by. My name is Julia, this is Julia Plans, and today I have a very short and sweet video about my 2021 planner lineup, planner/journal lineup. I would like to go more into detail for each of these planners and how they work together on a separate video. This video would just be a general introduction. So basically this, as you can see, it's not really a planner, it's a book's notebook. And in it, I just record the books that I'm reading, start date and finish date. And I take notes on, quotes that I like, something that struck me when I was reading the book, or that I particularly like, a particular scene that I found interesting, if the book reminded me of something else, and so on. So I just take some notes on the books that I'm reading, whether they're fiction or non-fiction. I'll write them here. This is nice and portable. It's a Stalogy A6, as you can see. I put a little bit of stickers here, and I covered it up with some transparent kind of plastic paper that you can find in stationery shops to cover books. At least here in Italy, they sell it in rolls, and it's used to cover books for kids that go to school. But I covered this up, so that's it. It's especially the stickers, they're a bit protected, but I don't really need a cover because this stays at home, and the pen just slides in like this. So that's my book's notebook. I won't be flipping through this because there's really nothing to it apart from some notes and an index and page numbers. That's it. This is my wallet. So this is pocket rings, and it's my wallet. It has all my kind of cards, etc. I don't really use it as a planner per se, so it doesn't really have a planner function, or just a little bit. It's more of an actual wallet, but the fact that it's a ring planner allows me for some flexibility, and I will tell you a little bit more about this in a future video. Now, these are my actual planners. So this year, for the first time, I have separated work from personal life. And actually, this Hobonichi Weeks is my latest addition. I think I added it a week ago. So this is still kind of work in progress. But these two are consolidated planners. So this is a Stalogy A5 in a Kokuyo systemic cover. And this is my work bullet journal. So I'm a teacher. I work as a teacher of English as a foreign language, but not in a school, but in a private institution. So we kind of go into state schools and companies, etc., to teach English. And yeah, that's my job, and I'm also responsible for teacher training. So I use this bullet journal to keep track of everything related to work, and I'm so super happy with this year. I will tell you in a different video why and how it works. It's fantastic for me, and I'm just sorry I didn't discover this earlier. And yeah, I will show you my setup in a future video. This A5 Stalogy work bujo. And finally, these are my two personal planners. So this is a Hobonichi Cousin and Weeks. And this used to be, until last week, used to be my only personal planner / memory keeping / journal. I have decided to keep it as a memory keeping and journal, but to move my actual day-to-day planning to the Hobonichi Weeks for portability reasons. Because when I go to work, I already have, when I rarely work in one place, like in my school, in the school where I work, I'm often on the go. Like 90% of my working time, I'm traveling from one school to another, to a company, etc. So I already have this A5, which is quite bulky. And if I also have to add this, I would have to carry around these two things just for my planning. So I decided that to try the Hobonichi Weeks. This will still remain my memory keeping. So for example, at the moment I'm using the monthlies, as a kind of future log and monthly log of a bullet journal style. And I was thinking that I could still keep this, but instead of writing every single appointment and thing, I can just write down important, appointments, like I went to the hairdresser this day, just to remember if I want to look back, when was the last time I went to the hairdresser? I can find the appointment here. So this will change a little bit. The weekly will remain the same. So I use the weekly at the beginning of the week to lay out my week, all my appointments, work schedule, because as you can see, this blue is my work, and as you can see, it's really irregular. It's not 9 to 5, and it changes from week to week almost. So I use this to lay out my week and see what my week looks like. And then after the fact, I go and fill in, I add some stickers, fill in what I did. Oh, here I did yoga, we watched this film, and so on. And so this is my weekly. It's a mix, as I said, of planning and memory keeping. And then I have the dailies. Now, the dailies, I used to use them again a little bit in bullet journal style. So I would write like some to-dos here, and then a little bit of journaling, to-dos and journaling. But since I got the Hobonichi Weeks, I'm using this simply just for journaling or writing down any notes or anything that I want to remember. I like to decorate the first page with something a little bit motivational. And, if I have some notes here, I had some ideas on using the Hobonichi Weeks, so I wrote them down here. So these daily pages are mainly journaling or maybe other notes or ideas that I have. So this, from now on, this will stay at home. I will look at it at the beginning of the week, maybe at the beginning of the day, and then at the end of the day to fill it in to kind of keep the memories. Whereas on my daily kind of traveling around or, my day, I would use the Hobonichi Weeks. Now this, as I said, is, I don't know if I said this, it's a 2019 version. I bought it in 2019. It's a spring edition because I was tired of having to carry around the Hobonichi Techo full here. Sorry, the Hobonichi Cousin full here. I had this as my main and only planner and journal in 2019. As you can see, it got really chunky by the end of the year. I was really tired of carrying this around. So I got the Hobonichi Weeks. But at the time, it didn't work out. I think I used it for something like a week and a half. And then I fell off the whole thing because for a couple of reasons. I was used to the nice weekly layout of the Cousin, which shows your week really clearly and would, show me when I'm free or, what my schedule looks like really visually. Whereas here it's all crammed and I felt like I couldn't really get my head around things and, how much time I got between this and this. It's not really clear unless I go and read the time. But I think the main reason why I fell off this is also because I was using the wrong pens. It might sound silly, but I was using a pen that was too thick, like a ballpoint pen that's really thick. And so it was really difficult to write on this small grid of the Hobonichi Weeks. I was really, really sorry because I spent the money and then I didn't use it. I just used it a couple of days. I was really sorry. Until I took it back out last week and I thought, well, why not make it work with the Hobonichi Cousin? So I will explain again more in detail in a future video, but I would love to, I try to keep this at home as a record keeping of what I did in my day and take this around as an everyday carry and have all my appointments and my important to-dos in here. And I will tell you a little bit more about this again in a future video. Now for today, thank you very much for stopping by. This is my planner setup for 2021. Thank you for stopping by and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!